Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday, the 24th day of June. It's National Pralines Day, and it is National Take Your Dog to Work Day.
We do that a lot.
We do. Our dog is actually here today. I don't know if our dog will make an appearance or not. Here's the thing. When I want her to make noise, she's super quiet. But when I want her to be quiet, she makes a lot of noise. It's just the way it works. Hey, I've got a guest joining me on the program today. The author of a book called The Fourth Man. I have Robert Baer joining me. Fourth Man, The Hunt for a KGB Spy at the Top of the CIA and the Rise of Putin's Russia. So he's a CIA historian.
Okay.
And he's a best-selling author. And I believe he actually worked for the CIA. So we're going to chat with him a little more coming up in a bit. But we've got Robert Baer as our guest today. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Recent survey of over 2,500 adults over the age of 18 said, what are your favorite summer activities? What would you say is a favorite summer activity, Heidi?
Swimming.
Swimming, that's on the list. Let's see, the top five. We'll start at number 5, hiking, 29%. Number 4, swimming, 46%. Number 3, traveling, 49%. Number 2, walking, 51%. And the number one answer, as far as your favorite summer activity, being outside, 64%.
I would have to agree with that. What about dining outside?
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan because then I got to share with the bugs.
Oh,
and,
I'm a
it's
huge
too hot.
fan. I love it.
What is the perfect indoor temperature, Heidi?
72 degrees.
72 degrees is on the list. 71 to 73 is the number one answer, 33%. 68 to 70, by the way, came in right behind that. And then 74 to 76, 65 to 67, and 76 to 78. So those are the top. And the final, what is the perfect outdoor temperature, Heidi?
80.
80 or higher is number 4 on the list. The number one answer, 74 to 76 degrees. So there you go. I've got that whole thing in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by radiotravelgroup.com. Heidi, did you know people feel their sexiest at age 53? Well, I don't know about that. According to the results of a dating app called Our Time, which is for people that are, not young, by the way, age 53 is, that's when more than half of the people said they felt the friskiest. A whopping 41% said that was the age they felt the most comfortable in their skin. 4 in 10 respondents claimed 53 was a sweet spot because they had let go of worrying about how they came across to a potential partner, but they still felt confident about their looks. And yes, Jennifer Lopez, who turns 53 July 24th, appears to be happier than ever, enjoying a red-hot romance with Ben Affleck, flaunting her incredible physique.
She's not your typical 53-year-old.
Other 53-year-olds that you might not realize are 53, Jennifer Aniston, Renee Zellweger, Mariah Carey, Cate Blanchett, Naomi Watts. How about the guys? Hugh Jackman, Paul Rudd, Dave Grohl, Terrence Howard, all 53. Oh, another one, Will Smith. So there you go, 53. Apparently it's like the magic age. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Britney Spears' new hubby wants to be a movie action hero.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he said
super.
He had sent auditions to Marvel Studios, and he's positive role model for young Persian men, and he said, I think I should be a superhero.
Oh, good for him.
So he's so far been in a movie called Slumber Party. It's a music video from 2016 with Britney Spears as the singer. So he's got that going. Hey, Johnny Depp says if you want to follow him on Facebook or any of those things, just be careful because a lot of the accounts that claim that they're his, they're not his.
Or not. That happens
Most
with
of them.
so many people.
Most of them. Ezra Miller will be dropped from the DC future films of The Flash, according to reports. The actor had been arrested multiple times, subject to restraining orders in recent months. He'll play Barry Allen, a.k.a. The Flash, in the forthcoming DC movie, which wrapped production last year. But they say after that, they're going to cut ties. So I've got the rest of all of those stories in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. This was sent to me to be the list, but it is way too long to be the list.
Okay.
I've got a couple minutes here, so hopefully we can get through most of this. But these are secrets your hotel clerk won't tell you. They say you cannot bargain when you're doing reservations over the toll-free number. You have to call directly to the hotel because if you do that, they have the authority because they can go, well, I got a bunch of rooms. I'm going to work with you.
Sure.
But if you call like the reservation number,
That
they
makes sense.
They have no ability, according to this, to do that. I don't know if that's true. Another thing says they like it if you don't use an online booking site.
That's
have
true.
to pay commissions to those
Yep.
sites. So you're saying if you go directly to them, your chances are get a better deal anyway. Another thing, a tip, what was this again? Secrets your hotel clerk won't tell you. Don't rush housekeeping. If you show up before check-in, your room is not ready, it could take a lot longer for it to get clean because you're feeling rushed. So they're just saying don't do that. Request clean linens when you check in. The sheets are supposedly washed every day, but blankets and comforters, maybe once a week. Another thing, ask for upgrades in private. Do not do that in front of other customers because the answer will usually be no. But they're saying if you do that, when there's nobody else around, if you do it privately and say, is there a way to do that? The chances of it being a yes apparently are better.
Okay.
So I don't know if any of this stuff is true. I'm reading what was sent to me. Next one, avoid the concierge if you want the real deal. They say offer suggestions. They often get suggestions from companies that pay them for sending people to them.
Oh,
So they're
yeah,
going,
that
that's
makes
probably,
sense.
But they say if you talk to the front desk clerk, they're not getting paid for that stuff. They'll give you their own real opinion,
Right.
according to this list.
Okay.
And next thing, take the soap. That's why they have it there.
Yes, it
So
is.
just take
And
it
It's
if
got
you
their
want it.
labels on it.
Yeah, and then it says they might be lying to you. If you tell them the elevator's broken and they say someone's coming soon, chances are, no, they're not. All right, that is a whole big long thing that was sent to me. It's called Secrets Your Hotel Clerk Won't Tell You. All of that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Our guest today is a New York Times bestselling author, Robert Baer, or Bob Baer, and he's got a new book out. I'm going to read the cover of it here. It says, As the Cold War ended, the U.S. caught 3 Americans spying for the KGB, Howard, Ames, and Hansen. However, it was widely believed there was another Russian spy who could have done far more damage. He is often called the Fourth Man. And his new book is called The Fourth Man, The Hunt for a KGB Spy at the Top of the CIA and the Rise of Putin's Russia. The book looks absolutely fascinating. And on the line, we have Mr. Robert, or Bob Baer. Tell us a little more about this book.
Well, I mean, what it is, it's a 20-year hunt for a Russian mole inside the CIA. The FBI and the CIA investigators believe that he got to the very top and did more damage than any other spy in American history. A lot of the damage, by the way, I couldn't write about because it's still classified.
So one of the things that I think is kind of cool, a lot of people write novels where they'll just kind of make up a story, but the difference between that and what we're reading in the book, The Fourth Man, a lot of the things that we're reading about in this book are actual true things that really, really happened, and it's based on real people, and some of these are people you actually worked with, right?
Yeah, look, what happened was, when I was still in the CIA, these ladies were assigned to my section, and they were working on a project which I wasn't allowed to know about. At that point, this whole thing disappears for 20 years, and then the investigators come to me, present me with the evidence, say, please take this public. We're, in effect, whistleblowers. The FBI confirmed this investigation was going on, and that's where we are. And the guy's still alive. The damage he did is enormous. And as I said, it's an ongoing case.
Again, our guest today is Robert Baer, or Bob Baer. He is a New York Times best-selling author. His new book, The Fourth Man, is out right now. And I'm looking on the list here. You've got quite a few other books that are out as well. So are these other books like this where they're all based on true stories, or are they something different, like novels, or what are these other books?
The others are, one's a memoir. The other couple books are about Iran and Iraq, the wars. And I did one novel, but they're all nonfiction, all research, field research. A lot of it just my opinion and voices, my take on the CIA and the Middle East and the rest of it. This is my first book on Russia.
Now, when you're writing about something that really happened compared to doing a novel where you just get to kind of make up whatever you want, is that more difficult or is it easier because this stuff happened and you're just telling the story where you don't have to make anything up? Which one do you think would be more difficult?
Novels are much more difficult because your imagination. I was an intelligence officer. I always was tasked with getting at the truth. And in this last book, there's a guy at the New York Times, a friend of mine, who helped me through, who kept on asking me questions as I told the story, so that I could write in, possible objections, expanding stories. There were a lot of people who lied to me, and I had to put that on paper, and that I was led down rabbit holes and all these blind, and what I didn't know. So it was a book like this, I'm charging somebody with espionage, a capital crime. So I had to be very careful to report what I heard and why I should or should not believe it.
Well, Bob, I think this book looks absolutely fascinating. It's out right now. Again, the book is called The Fourth Man, The Hunt for a KGB Spy at the Top of the CIA and the Rise of Putin's Russia. And again, keep in mind, a lot of this based on true stories, real things that really happened. Bob, where can we find a copy of The Fourth Man?
You can get in bookstores. You can get it on Amazon. It's people tell me it's my best book. The people involved in the story, like the National Security Council and ex-colleagues, people like that, they like it the best because they can follow the story with me, and it's a thriller because I name all the suspects and I let the reader decide who the spy is.
I love it, Bob. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Again, our guest today has been New York Times best-selling author Bob Baer. The book, The Fourth Man, The Hunt for a KGB Spy at the Top of the CIA and the Rise of Putin's Russia. It's available right now. I'll throw a link to it to make it really easy to find in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A gut feeling is a chemical signal that your stomach creates to warn the brain of danger. Nice.
I get that a lot.
I do too. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first day of summer in the northern hemisphere is always between June 20th and June 22nd. It varies due to the Earth's rotation, not exactly reflecting our calendar year. Wow.
Okay.
All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
China has only one time zone. Yeah, the entire country. It's huge, but they got one time zone.
Huh.
All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What is that, John?
There are more French restaurants in New York City than there are in Paris.
That does not surprise me.
Interesting. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The original recipe for chocolate contained chili powder instead of sugar. Huh. I wonder how that would taste. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Dim lights reduce your appetite. Huh. You would think that it would be the opposite because a lot of the time you go into fancy restaurants, they have the lights real dim. All right, several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code Radio20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by mintervention.com. All right, Heidi's going to get this one right. All right, here's your question, Heidi. Believe it or not, over half of us say we never do this during the summer. What is it?
Put on sunscreen.
Yeah, you just used that answer the other day for another question.
I did.
And you were wrong, but today you are right. Yeah, over half of us do not wear sunscreen in the summer. I'm in that half. Heidi's in the half that she gets out of the car. She's so slippery from all that sunscreen.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
On vacation, yes. But for whatever
All right.
reason, I think that it's untouchable at home. I don't know.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Who wants to be a billionaire? Well, not as many as you'd think, according to a recent survey. According to this, they surveyed 8,000 people in 33 countries and asked them, would you like to be a billionaire? What is your absolutely ideal life? 86% of the countries said they could live their best life with less than $10 million.
Oh, for sure.
Some countries, the respondents said they could achieve that with less than $1 million. The team said there was a long-standing economic principle which states the unlimited wants are the motivating force for everyone, which keeps us running on a consumerist treadmill, thus depleting the world's resources. The researchers say that their discovery that most people's ideal lives are actually quite moderate could make it socially easier for us to live greener lifestyles and support stronger policies to help safeguard the planet.
Here we go.
So here's the thing, though. When they're talking about really modest lifestyles, you telling me $10 million is modest? Because I am way below modest. All right. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for The List, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Here's 15 tips on how to learn. And I've got a link at the bottom if you're interested, because I don't even know what half of this stuff means. Apparently, I need to learn. So on the list here, it says the memory palace technique. I don't know what that is. Become a note taker. I'm not a fan of notes. Ditch the digital. They're saying, just remember stuff. Don't, type it all down. Interleaving effect. Give your brain a break. Test yourself. Take a nap. Own your environment. Explain like I'm 5 is another way to learn. Learn by heart. Find your optimum noise. Set up learning stations. Lights, color, clutter. I don't know what that means. Learning stacking. And then be a guru. So these are the 15 tips on how to learn. Each one of those is a separate thing that I don't have time to get into, but I do have a link to all of it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today is from Sir Norman Wisdom. Sir Norman Wisdom said, "As you get older, 3 things happen. The first is your memory goes, and I can't remember the other 2. I like that.
That's adorable.
That is my kind of humor right there. I just love it. That is the quote of the day, and it does come your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Take a listen to this headline. 5-year-old girl crowned youngest published author by Guinness World Records.
Whoa.
She's 5. Here's a headline. A 5-year-old girl from England has been awarded the title of the world's youngest published author by Guinness World Records. What do you suppose the title of her book is?
I don't know.
The Lost Cat.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, Bella J. Dark surprised her family last year when she told them she was going to write a book. Her parents thought it was just, one of those things kids say. But she was serious, and her book, The Lost Cat, has been officially published by Ginger Fry Press and has now sold over 1,000 copies. And I'll bet, after getting out on this story, even more. In order to be eligible for this title, the book must be published by a commercial publishing house and have at least 1,000 copies printed and sold, and she qualified.
Wow.
Guinness World Records confirmed the age is 5 years, 211 days. She is the world's youngest person to publish a book. The record previously was held by a 6-year-old. Yeah, she was sloughing. It says here back in 1964, and it was called How the World Began. That was published in 1964 by a 6-year-old.
Crazy.
So now it's been beaten by a 5-year-old. So if you've got a 1 or 2-year-old that can, scribble out a book.
You're going to want to get them going.
Don't wait. I have more information on this story, by the way, if you'd like to read it, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. I always thought it would be cool to have a Guinness World Record. Heidi thinks it is the biggest waste of time.
They're so silly. I just don't get it.
She doesn't understand why anybody would want a world record. I'm like, I think it'd be cool to be the world's fastest, whatever, the world's, youngest, the world's oldest, the world's something. I just think it's really novel and really interesting. But you don't get it at all?
I just don't get it.
I think it'd be really cool. But what do I know? I'm the world's loneliest. No, I'm not. The world's dumbest. No, I don't know what I am. All right, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.